Yo, everybody, we are on to our next refinishing project. I'm going to walk you through this booth right here. As I spin, here's our zip wall opening. It's actually a knockoff zipper, so Zip Wall sent us some new zippers. But as I squeeze in here, this is an outdated kitchen. This is yellow. I don't even know what color this really is. It's like a bleached yellow. It was probably cool in the late 90s, early 2000s. Now it's definitely a no-no. So we're going to change this to an off-white. And there's a peninsula area over there. I'm going to show you that in a second. But as you can see, totally masked out here. We are going to paint the walls, and so we're going to spray onto the wall in this case. Typically, we would mask all the walls out we'd have the wall protected. We are protecting these walls and these doorways. We don't want any dust to come out. We also don't want our pressure to drop, do anything weird with air extraction. So you can see, these cabinets are empty, which we really appreciate when the homeowner empties the cabinets. It's not necessary, but it is fun. It's a lot easier for us when they are empty. They are clean. They are lightly sanded. They're deglazed, so the top sheen is taken off. Some areas where the grease built up too much, we sanded down back to raw, so we had to do some spot priming there. Then we're going to do full prime and then regular finish coats. So everything's masked out. Floor is covered. Looks real tight, like a runway. Nice, clean area. This is how it should look. So if you're hiring a refinisher, you want somebody to have an example of what it should look like, this is what it should look like. It should be nice and tight. It should look like an art project. A lot of detail work to get it to look this clean. Everything straight and organized. It's some respect of how we do things. There's some pride in this, of how it's masked out. It's actually a little competition between Matt and I. There he is. Who can do it a little better. So it's a friendly competition, but especially when we're showing people how we do things, or when we have a homeowner say, hey, that's really detailed, that's what you're looking for. It should look like this. This is actually there's a piece of tape on the inside of the cabinet all the way around, and that is a very sensitive tape because the inside of the cabinet is made not like the outside. Typically it's not solid wood. It's usually a veneer or even a piece of paper, a sticker on top of a core. So you can't really use harsh tapes like this white tape here. We have to use yellow tape or purple tape on the inside, and then we use some white tape. But as you can see here, you can see that yellow tape there, and then the white tape is down to the yellow. That's how it's supposed to be done. The backsplash is protected by paper. We use paper inside the boxes because if you're going to spray onto plastic, it's going to flake off at the end, making cleaning harder. The paper is going to absorb some of the material a lot better, and it's not going to flake off. It's going to keep it as one sheet. This way, when we're vacuuming throughout the process and we're cleaning up after the end, there's not a lot of dust. There's going to be dust, but there's a lot less. Now, if we use plastic here, even though if it's plastic that says it's not flake or it's flake resistant plastic, that's basically hocus pocus. So when you're doing this, make sure that you use paper. It's a lot easier. There's actually plastic under this in case we spill something, and then there is a paper on top again for the same reasons. These will get finished on the insides. Those are glass cabinets, so those are getting finished on the insides. This outlet's going to get cleaned. We have a little bit of homework to do here before we start spraying, but all in all, it's pretty tight. Outside, inside edges, again, things are going to get painted. But let me show you something. This is a big indicator of when it's time to refinish. See how this panel here is totally different than this yellow? Well, they all started the same color. They were all this yellow. This is from sun damage. This just happens over time. So if you see something like that, you have discoloration, that's time to call. Who do you call? How do you get in touch with us? You go to mycabinetpainters.com, fill out a quick request, get ready to have some pictures of your kitchen, and we'll text you right away and asking you for some photos. So as I continue around, this is the island or peninsula. Dishwasher all masked out, nice and tight. We actually disconnect the dishwasher on the side so we can get that nice return. And then the inside and the outside is all protected with the same floor and countertop protection. And what is this? What is Grip Right? This is actually made for roofing. It's a roofing underlayment. It is really strong. You're not going to get any liquids through it. You really can't tear it. You have to cut it. And we use it because we don't want any liquids to go through, and we want something that's very, very durable. I used to use paper. I do it sometimes when I can't get Grip Right or I can't get any roofing underlayment. It is more expensive, but again, we're here to protect the house. Now, some people ask me, how do I do the sinks? This is how we do it. Now, this sink is a little interesting because it has one of these automatic. It's automatic. I don't know if I can get it to turn on, but it's got a button. You do this and it turns on. So we do these slits in the Grip Right so the water will go through and hopefully we don't have an accident. The lights are all covered. Pretty simple. This back side, as you can see, there's nothing here except for, this is a thick carpet. This is a commercial carpet protector. It's sticky. You can keep it on for 60 to 90 days. We only need it for 1 or 2. And then what we're gonna do is we tuck in that tape on the inside of that beaded panel. And of course we gotta cover that outlet. This side, I'm not sure how or what's gonna get painted, so we put our yellow tape. And again, the underside of the cabinets, or the underside of the countertop, that's all masked out. You know, you gotta make sure that everything is protected. I'm not gonna show you the machine we use, but this is an air extraction machine. It's gonna take the air out and it's gonna clean it. What we're gonna spray with, all that. Like to make sure we have the best equipment and you know, the best method. So I gotta mask out this door. We don't want anything to come in here. So again, a little bit of homework left, but we're gonna spray this. It'll be 2 colors. It's gonna be a dark blue, and it's gonna be an off-white here. I believe it's gonna be white dove and navel, or mysterious on the, I think it's navel and white dove. Give us an hour or so. It's gonna be totally different. And if you're looking for a quote, this is something that you're looking to do, go to mycabinetpainters.com, the easiest way to get in touch with us. And if you're a refinisher and you're looking to up your game, you want Matt and I to come out and teach you how we do this, the little details we use, how we manipulate the tape and the plastic and get everything to be tight. Because I've seen other jobs and they're not like this. You know, some people put on a good production, but if you want to get nice and crisp and everything nice and organized, just message me and we can set up a date where you can come to our site. We actually travel. We'll be in South Florida doing an on-site visit and training people how to do this. So we do that as well. But again, go to mycabinetpainters.com if you're looking for a quote for refinishing. And if you're looking to learn how we do this, if you're a cabinet refinisher or painter looking to accelerate your game, just message me.